I'm sick. Someone help me.
Enya's been sick as a dog. But my body's different. Like, I have the same thing she's got right now, but like, I'm not sick.
No, it's because I'm out on the streets getting other people sick.
Oh yeah, Enya's on her like super spreader shit. Yeah. Like, she's been down with the super spreading vibes. Just kidding. Just fucking kidding. JK.
I have been seeing friends, I will say. I will admit that. You
spread it to me and Josiah.
Well, all of my friends who I've been seeing is because everybody's leaving for the holidays. But I tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm feeling a little funky, congested. Congested. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird word. And they don't give a fuck because my vibe is so strong. They're like, honestly, it's worth getting sick. Hanging out with you. It's worth getting sick.
Do you know what a weird word to me is?
What?
Enya.
I was going to say a weird word to me is like, it's actually a set of words. It's Drew is attractive because I'm just like, those words don't align.
See, mine is Enya. Not mine.
Oh.
I'm not even going to say it.
But you know what words make sense? Drew should kill himself. Those words together make sense to me.
Drew, don't kill yourself. You're so sexy.
You don't fuck with me. You don't start with me because I will go lower.
Oh, yeah, that's true. She will.
To add a gunshot sound to post and then add like holy music when I come in, so it's like I like am the returning of Jesus Christ.
Drew, speaking of super spreader, you later.
Okay.
Period. Okay. Speaking of super spreading, so this morning
I'm like, why am I still so sick?
Yeah, you're destroying your lungs. I don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, you're holier than thou.
Speaking of this morning, I was like kind of up early, kind of doing my thing, and every morning I just like do a little cleaning around the house, and I like had my eyes set on the bathroom, and the bathroom was particularly dirty, specifically the toilet. There's like, I guess we have hard water, I don't fucking know, but there's always like a ring in the toilet where the water sits.
It's also from me doing my lipstick and then wiping my mouth and it being like covered in red oils and throwing it in the toilet.
And Enya's like fucking like
my
foundation.
Bold Glamour
She'll
foundation.
Like throw it into the toilet and it just like melts off of the napkin and permeates the bowl, and it's just crazy. But anyways, I was doing a little cleaning and I've never done this, so I don't know why I did this.
I know what you're about to say.
But I cleaned the toilet bowl with this like bleach cleaner, and what is that? What was that?
Sorry, I don't know.
Was that a sneeze?
No, that was a laugh, but I'm congested. I'm sick too. Nobody asked me how
I'm sick of y'all shit. God. I'm sick of y'all shit. So can y'all shut the fuck up and let me finish my story, please?
Oh my God.
You asked.
You asked. No, so I was like cleaning the toilet bowl with bleach and I was doing my thing. And then I was like, ooh, I'm going to use the toilet bowl cleaner on the countertop. And I sprayed the countertop with the bleach. And then I was like, ooh, I need to clean the mirror in there as well. And I grabbed the Windex and I sprayed the Windex on the thing. And I overspray the fuck out of windows because I find when you add more Windex, it cleans better. And I guess Windex dripped down into the bleach. And I literally created mustard gas in the bathroom. And I swear to God, my throat started burning so fucking bad and my eyes started watering and I was like, cool, I'm literally like, I made a war crime in our bathroom and I'm not talking about a shit. Like I literally like I created mustard gas.
Also, our toothbrushes are out, so that means when you fucking spray that, you overspray that shit, it literally gets all over our toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Yeah, I'm disinfecting it, so you should be happy.
Yeah, but now I'm sick, so maybe you're creating mustard gas in my toothpaste. Mustard gas in my toothpaste.
Yeah, so
they need to add mustard gas to Fortnite.
That's like the ring river. That's the storm. So
oh yeah, that I guess that is the storm.
The storm
is mustard gas.
I think they had it, right? Those like little grenades.
Huh?
You know the little grenades with like the yellow gas?
Oh yeah. See, that's the mustard gas.
That's literally what our bathroom looked like this morning.
Mustard gas.
And it's an invisible killer. And Enya woke up later and was like, she woke up kind of later and I was like, a few hours had passed since I created the mustard gas. And when she was walking in there, I was like, by the way, like, do not spend a lot of time in here because I don't know if the mustard gas has left the space, and I don't want you to die.
He was like, I don't want to tell you what I did, but I did something in there, and I'm gonna say it on the podcast. And I immediately knew because we have all those cleaning supplies sitting there in the bathroom. And I'm like, he literally comes in here and plays with them. Like, he comes in here and plays with the cleaning supplies. And I know he's creating fucking gas in here because he just, like, is going overboard. But it's okay because I have a housewife in my life, so I can't complain.
You guys have that one cleaning solution that looks like grape juice. Where is
Fabuloso.
That
the best shit
good.
ever. Have you ever smelled
put a fucking Jolly
Fabuloso?
Rancher in there.
Have you ever smelled Fabuloso?
No. Is it good?
Wait, hold on.
bitch.
Wait, I'm going to grab something.
Boy, do we have a surprise for you.
Started some shit.
I did?
Fabuloso Slime. OG Slime, Fabuloso Slime. Thank you so much to the person that gave me this at the podcast. Or the pop-up.
At the pop-up.
It's not
Oh.
a popper, bro.
What? I'm not supposed to plug
I'm
one
going to pull out the
nostril
real
when I do-
Fabuloso, too, so you can, like,
That
have a
smells
reference to how
so
similar that
good.
smells.
That smells good as fuck.
Drew's, like, actually tweaking, looking for the Fabuloso.
I put Enya on
Oh,
to
that
the
smells
Fabuloso.
like airport bathrooms.
Yeah, I put Enya onto this shit, bro. Like, she had no idea this shit existed.
Fabuloso. Like, you can guess who uses.
Me, because I'm fabulous.
Oh shit. That's basically the same. That one is a little bit better though.
Mhm.
So good.
The original
Let
is
me
a
get
little
a
bit
hit.
better.
Fabuloso, please sponsor me. I
Let me get
love
a hit.
Fabuloso. The proper way to clean your floors, I don't believe in like the like mop shit.
Drew-
Oh my god.
Drew can't get through the child protection. Oh,
It was so good. I drank it, guys.
I like
No one
want
heard
this.
my joke.
What was your joke?
I said, never mind.
You said you put me onto this?
Yeah, because, and you said, no, it's fabuloso. Like, who do you think
No, and
put
then
you on?
you
And I
said
said,
it's
because
because
I'm fabulous.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
Where are the horses? I really want to ride a horse.
Wait.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Drew finally went to a party. Like, we finally got him out of the house. And on the way home, he, like, deadpan. Well, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but, like, who was hitting on, like, the people who were hitting on you all night?
Oh, I don't want to say. I'm going to keep
Okay.
it a mystery, but it was hilarious. Like, the people that came up to me, and actually, I don't give a fuck. Literally the hottest women I've ever seen.
Like, bad bitches.
Fucking
like,
baddie boots were like coming up to me and like kind of trying to like riz on me and like see what my vibe is. And I was like, damn, I've like created a monster. Like, I've created a monster. And I just get play. I get box. I mac on box. I like sniff crotch. Like, I
Oh
love
my
that
God.
shit. Yeah.
you were starting to rap. You were, like, going bar for bar.
Yeah.
I mac on box. I sniff on crotch.
But yeah, it was funny because it says you don't got a chance with me.
Yeah, because Drew's just, like,
I'm
the
a 10.
baddest.
I'm
yeah.
a 10. No, but it did like it was a really big boost to my confidence. Like everyone was like, "Oh my god, Drew, you're out!" Like, "Oh my god, like this is so
I don't know.
fun."
It's not good when, like, because Drew does not go out to parties. When he does, everybody treats it like it's such a, like, a thing. So the problem is then he will use that as leeway to stay the fuck home for the next, like, 5 months because you want to, like, keep it like this sacred medallion of, like,
Yep.
when you do go out.
I'm
people-
mysterious. I'm literally mysterious.
Yeah, I did get comments like the next day. Who's that kid who can't keep eye contact and doesn't know what to say when I come up to him?
Yeah,
no,
literally. You're not
when I came
mysterious,
out to
bro.
where you were sitting.
You came out? What do you mean came out?
Yeah.
No, out of the.
Wait, you came out at a party?
No,
Funky weird.
I did, but
Oh, in the famous section.
in the famous section.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
I went to the famous section where
Then you
Drew
came
was,
out.
Yep. He was sitting like on the corner of this like little wall, and there was a line of people like waiting, like literally like the iPhone.
And I was like literally blessing them with my sword and knighting them. I was like, yes.
What was nice is when I walked up, I like passed the line. I just sat
Yeah, I was
next
just
to
like,
him.
hi, come up.
Oh, you had your lanyard on.
Your
with-
VIP
Your
lanyard.
lanyard with a picture of Drew, like, sexually in bed, like, laying in bed.
putting my hand with like the wrist thing for Coachella on the
Yeah,
little light up
yeah.
pad.
He has, like, velvet ropes around him
Yeah,
at this
he's like-
party. No, you're like holding it up through the crowd. It's too many people. You're like,
No, I have my phone with the
And I-
flashlight
and
and
I
a
keep-
water bottle.
Yeah.
So that Drew
I
can
keep
see
like
me.
clocking that it's Kai, and I like keep looking away, like he's not allowed in. And
Oh wait, what? This bit's taking a weird turn.
because you obviously stole that fucking pass. Because you would never make it on Drew's VIP list,
Wait,
girl.
yes, I would.
You're
Drew,
not getting
tell
backstage.
Them. Tell them that I would.
Well, Drake and Kanye were trying to get backstage for Drew, but
okay, actually, on a real note, I had a sex dream about Kanye. On a real note, and I have it written down. Like, no, 2 nights ago, and I kept it from you because I wanted to talk about it. I had a sex dream about Kanye, and we were in, where that fucking place he is right now, Saudi Arabia. We were there, and it was crazy.
Okay, so you had a sex dream with Kanye West in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Okay.
But I also had a dream about Taylor Swift, not an S dream, but I wrote down all my notes for it because it's quite literally the funniest dream I've ever dreamt. Okay, so the dream starts out and we're at a Beyonce concert. It's me, you, I forget who else was with us, but I know for a fact it was me and you and a third person. Oh, it was fucking Josiah. It was literally Josiah. It was me, you, and Josiah at a Beyonce concert. And this is like way deep in the future. And like, unfortunately, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but Beyonce was washed and she couldn't even sell out an arena, and she was doing an arena tour, and there was empty seats everywhere, and it was really embarrassing. We were still wilding out. We were still turning up, but just Beyonce wasn't giving the Beyonce that we remembered. Yeah. And it was sad. But then we got invited backstage, and Taylor Swift was backstage because, you know, they have that like cute little girlfriend ship because of like
people trying to pit them against each other.
Exactly. Like that one moment, I think it's at the VMAs when Beyonce called Taylor Swift back on stage when Beyonce won her award, is one of the most iconic moments in pop history. But anyways.
I mean, that's like right under me and you starting the podcast. But,
yeah, right under. But we are backstage with Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is like, "Oh, you should come to my house." And we're like, "What? Like, let's go to your house." Like, hey. We go to her house. She literally is staying in the White House. Like, her house is in the White House, and she's under contract with the government.
You're trying to think of like big architecture. You're like,
White House. No. It's literally the White House. Like, it's a government building, and she's living in there, and she's under contract with the government to do meet and greets every single day at the White House. So she's meeting like 15 to 30 people at the White House, and we're just kind of chilling around, like feeling like celebrities, and we're like really cool, and everybody's like, who are they with Taylor? Yeah. Like, what is this? And then after that, Taylor's like, let's go. I don't know where. And we get out and go outside of the White House, and we get on bird scooters, and me, you, Josiah, and Taylor are riding bird scooters through like Washington, D.C. And there's like a bunch of like special like security. What are they called?
Special service.
Yeah, Secret Service.
Special service.
Like clocking our tea, and like Taylor would like wave them off and shit. And then this is the gag. Taylor's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get in my car and race y'all." She gets in the fucking golden Bugatti, the gold Bugatti
from the Reputation video.
Yes, and she speeds off, and we never see her again. And then I wake up. That was my dream, and I have it all written down in my notes, but I like remembered it all because I was like,
"That is so fucking funny."
She left us in the dust.
I've had a dream in a really long time.
Have you been smoking weed? Because weed stops that.
No.
And weed stops COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So because I'm sick, I'm like, I'm really hoping I don't.
Did you spray something? Did someone spray something?
No, I opened my tuna box.
Oh, no. Oh. Did you actually spray a perfume or something?
Yeah, I sprayed this.
Oh, because my eyes are like burning, and I was like, oh, God, the mustard gas is back. The mustard gas is back.
But yeah, I guess it is from weed. So, you got me.
And you got her tea clogged.
Oh, you got me.
Are you doing dabs, or are you just hitting the bubbler?
What the fuck did you just say to me? I'm not kidding. I think if I hit a bong, I would die. Like, even like, because like, mind you, as much as I'm like, oh yeah, I smoke now, it's like a baby amount. Like I literally still like I have like
That's
the
what an addict would
lowest
say.
form. Yeah, guys, I'm not addicted. I'm not addicted. I don't have a
I
problem.
can stop anytime.
It's still like such a low dose every time. If I hit a bong, I actually think like I would like fall back, hit my head, and like fall into a coma.
Have I ever
Yeah.
talked about when I hit a dab rig because I thought I was like being cool and I was like
Yeah.
catatonic all the way home and like my head was on the window of the truck and I was like and I like had no control over my body, so I was just like
I literally
Oh yeah, I think I remember that story.
I remember because like every time he does the head thing, it like makes me crack up because I like
it was
know where you're
fucked
at.
up. It was like riding a school bus and you're like trying to be emotional watching the raindrops race and like your head is just vibrating on the window and your nose is getting itchy.
Did I tell you the story when I had like full-blown schizophrenia from weed?
No.
I was in high school and I did this like backpacking trip with my friend.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. And I stayed in this hostel and I was like, I think I was like 17. And all the people in the hostel were like these cool, what I thought were like cool college kids.
Yeah.
But what are actually fucking freakaleaks who see 17-year-olds and they're like, you
Just
want to
white
smoke?
White people with dreads. Wait, that's weird as fuck. That's weird as
I
fuck.
think there were some white people with dreads, honestly.
Yeah.
But so
They're Vikings, bro.
So like they're all like I'm with me and my friend and they're like, dude, come in, like we're all smoking the volcano.
I've done those before, and
Is
the
that when
same
it's
thing
in
happened.
the water and
It's
you
like
like
this
It's the
was like
bag.
the beginning of vape technology.
Oh yeah,
It's like
yeah.
this $4,000 device and it just like fills up a bag and it's like pure like clear air.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so this is like my second time smoking
Kai,
weed.
I literally have a story just like this, and I'll tell it after yours. But my brother like got me high in Austin at the college off of a volcano. But his wasn't even a volcano. It was like the wooden box with the tube
Oh yeah,
and with
yeah.
the glass tip.
That's
So
like
cool.
around the
Buff.
same era for
Yeah.
sure. So I'm hitting this thing and I'm just like, oh, this is air. Like it doesn't even taste like weed.
Mm.
And then like after like 5 minutes, I'm just like, I'm gonna leave. Like I don't feel normal. Like I don't know what this is.
So you
but-
fly home.
and then I step out of like the room and I'm walking back to like my cabin and I just hear thousands of voices like telling me to enter the forest. And I was like,
No, it was the Wicked Forest.
and I
It
kid
was
you
evil.
not, I was so high that I was like, yeah, there's voices in the forest. They're asking me to come into the forest. They're probably just people playing pranks on me. So I'm
was
just going to get in my bed.
sirens.
It's all these cool college kids playing pranks on me. So I got in bed and I just heard the voices and they whispered in my ears to sleep. And I was like, oh, they're just surrounding the cabin, like whispering around the
Kai,
cabin.
what the fuck?
And then the next morning I was like, no, like I experienced schizophrenia.
Damn.
Because I think I had probably the equivalent of like 2 bong rips.
It was the evil witches in the forest. And
I literally
sirens.
have always been like, I would never do a dab. I would never hit a bong because literally we have a friend who the first time I ever saw someone smoke weed was this friend would chronically get crossfaded and throw up all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that at the time, but it still scared me so much because like I have such a big fear of like throwing up, even though now when I get really drunk, I just like let it rip really quick and I use whatever. But I like if I'm like fully conscious, the idea of throwing up will literally send me into a fucking terror. Like freaks me out. So I saw this person who was drunk go and hit a bong and like he laughed for like 2 seconds and then I saw his face go completely white and stare at all of us and then he just projectile vomited everywhere and I felt like in a movie, like it
Yeah.
felt like I was in The Purge and I was the first person to walk out of my house and
Well, he was
realize what was
purging for sure. Thank you.
That was so jarring. I felt like the first, I like can't even finish that sentence now. But like, I just felt like I'd witnessed something like terrifying. Like I feel like I watched somebody get stabbed and I just like shockingly backed up and like walked away. And now at any mention of a bong, that's all I can think of. And it's such a vivid memory.
It's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a vivid memory in my head. Like I remember exactly what that garage looked like the way it was set up. There was like cabinets that you had to like get past to get to the
Scary.
sitting area. Like, yeah, now the idea of hitting a bong, like I'm very convinced I would die. But I also am, I would just die regardless.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna die soon.
Period. Period. We're all gonna die soon.
Not me.
Period.
Not me.
Natural gas leak. Our house
Well,
is
you'll
gonna
die first.
explode.
You're older.
Our house is gonna
No.
explode in a gas leak. But I'm gonna finish the like Austin story. But anyways, like my brother was like let's like get high, and I was 16 because I was driving, so I was definitely 16, and I drove down to Austin. He was staying in like a shitty dorm at UT, and we like proceeded to get high, and I was having like a good time. I was like, damn, maybe I can do weed. This is lit. And then all of a sudden, Jared leaves and goes to like some house party. So I'm there like all alone, and I didn't want to go because I was like kind of like teetering on the edge of sanity. And I was like, well, I'm gonna just like stay here and vibe. And I was all alone, and I was alone with my thoughts, and I was like really like losing touch with reality. It was getting really spooky. And then I just hear boom, 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 boom on the door, and he's like, open the fucking door, open up. And I'm like, oh my God. He's like, it's the police, it's the police. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm done, I'm going to jail because there's a bunch of weed out. So I like run around and start cleaning up, and then I open the door, and it's my brother's like 18-year-old friend, probably 19-year-old friend, and he's like, dude, the police are coming, like they heard you smoked weed, they're coming, like you need to figure your shit out.
So
and
evil.
I start like literally sobbing, and I'm shaking, and I'm like literally like, oh cool, like I'm done for, like the police are coming. And then my brother comes back and is like, the police are not coming, just lay down and go to sleep, because he could tell I was like freaking the fuck out. And I laid there, and I texted my mom and called my mom like all night because I was so scared. And I don't know if she knows that story, and I think she was aware that I was like blasted, zooted out of my mind, and she was just being like a cool mom and like talking me through it. But like, I was so scared. I was like, Mom, like, can you come get me? And Austin's like 3.5 hours
she's
away.
like, no, but you can go to sleep. That's for free.
I literally thought I was dying, but
I thought there was gonna be some twist, like a come and see, or wait, what is it called?
Talk to me.
No, talk to me. Yes, Drew. No, I thought it was gonna be like there was no one at the door.
Oh,
Like
no.
some
No,
crazy
so
shit.
you're the schizophrenic one. He's normal.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
Yeah.
Right. I like haven't had like a bad high or anything in a while, but I do have this thing that if I'm in public and I get high, I will freak the fuck out, because we've talked about this like so many times. I will just analyze what was that? What are you doing? What are you taking? Are you taking a picture of my foot? What are you doing? You're still doing it. Stop it. Oh my God.
Sorry for making you uncomfortable.
I guess thanks for admitting. Can
But
you delete the pictures?
Don't take your feet out in front of me. You know this.
I live here. We live together. My feet are like, how many pictures of my feet do you have?
I'll just say I don't have a folder with 2,000 pictures of your feet of you just laying on the couch. So like maybe the 3 I just took.
So you have 2003 photos of my feet?
No, like probably more like 1953 or something like that.
Drew,
Not
do
2000.
you have a Dropbox dedicated to photos of Enya's feet? Because you ran out of
Yes, and I
space.
upload them across the internet.
Oh, but they're okay. Actually, I don't think it's that weird, because it's for inspiration. Because your wiki feet is so low and mine is so high that you're just trying to see what.
Bringing
good
up
feet.
my wiki feet, having a low rating.
Always bringing up my
Always-
wiki feet.
always doing
Every time we
that.
get into a real argument, I'm like, "Well, you have a fucking 2 on wiki feet, you bitch."
Yeah, can y'all go boost my rating on wiki feet, please? Because it really is like a hit to my ego.
Well, I have the highest score on Wiki Hole, so
Yeah, because you have a weak hole, no grip. Loose.
You got a wicked, nasty, scary hole.
Yeah.
why would the score be high as fuck?
Well,
'Cause
because
the
wiki
higher
is like
it
weak,
is.
like worst.
Oh shit!
The higher it is in the rating, the lower quality it is.
So it's not a gripper.
Hmm.
Fuck. Okay, my bad.
Bitch, it's loose. It's loose.
Bro,
You're
I'm so sick.
loose. You're used. Washed up. Your hole is washed up.
Oh, but at that party, I was digging in my purse before we left, trying to find my jewel. I know everybody hates me. Oh, I fucking vape, I whatever. Like I'm a fucking freak, whatever. I saw someone the other day who was like, "Damn, she's hitting that fucking flume float and the jewel. We need to start abusing her so she stops."
We need to save her.
But I was digging in my purse, like at this party, looking for my jewel, and I was talking to someone, so I didn't look down, and I started like hitting it, and I was like, oh, this must be a burnt pod. This tastes weird. And I was just hitting it and talking, and then I was like, I like started over analyzing the person. I was like,
Oh,
who
no.
are you?
I'm
And like
seeing
I
you.
looked down and I was like hitting my stizzy, and then I did the same thing in the car.
Mhm.
And I don't get like scared or anxious in the house high, but when I'm in public and I'm talking to people I'm not really close to, or actually even people I'm close to, I'm like,
Oh, I can
I know
see
you.
you. I can
I know
see you
you.
for the
I know you
first
better
time.
than you know yourself.
That's literally like why I can't do weed. Is I literally like, I think I've talked about this like recently, but I psychoanalyze people and I see them for the real them. Like I can break down all the walls they've built, and I can like break them down to like when they were like a child, and like it's really fucked up, and like the things that went wrong in their childhood to make them act the way they do now.
You have a psychedelic experience.
Yes, period.
Experience. That
Well-
was literally me on my birthday last year when I like started sobbing because I was like, I love you guys so much. Well, what?
I was gonna say I do think parsley is the devil. I think
yeah.
we got mixed up and we call weed the devil. No, parsley is the real devil. That shit is the most vile tasting ingredient ever, and when I see it on like my meal, like whether if it's on like my omu rice, like where the rice that you cut open, it goes on the egg you cut open, it goes on the ketchup rice, like if I see it on there, I literally like the meal has 12 points knocked off of it. It's immediately a -2, and they can only bring it back up with flavor. I cannot do parsley. It's like when I take like a pressed juice shot and it has parsley oil in it, it actually feels like it's doing more damage than good. Like it's really dangerous. Like I don't actually
know
dangerous.
if I know what parsley tastes like. Like I
It
can't
tastes like fucking shit.
Okay.
It tastes like if you ate
also
the ashes.
came into the living room yesterday and you were like, have y'all ever really tasted salt?
Yeah, no, I was thinking about, I had like salt and I like was like gargling it because my throat is a little sore, and it's not from giving Kai head. Don't even fucking ask. My throat is like sore a little bit.
Dude, nobody was asking that.
I could hear them asking it in the comments.
Yeah, me too.
No, I was like gargling salt water, and I was really tasting it for the first time and thinking about the flavor, and I'm like, damn, salt really is just like licking a rock. Like it tastes like a mineral. Like it's kind of gross and like it hurts a little bit. And I was just like, next time you eat salt, or dip your finger in some salt right now and lick it off your finger and taste it and think about the flavor. It's kind of gross. It's really nasty. Parsley is the devil though. Like parsley, like don't even get me started about parsley. Like if there's one thing I could do and one legacy I could leave on this planet, it's to eradicate parsley from our diet.
Damn, if you had the power to do something amazing, you would just get rid of parsley? Because I wouldn't say that. Like, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, personally, no, not me either.
Sis, never me, though.
That's like my favorite, my favorite genre video right now is going up to BYU people and being like, asking them like gay people or the Book of Mormon, and they're like, I'm sorry, but like this is easy, the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
And they're like $500,000 right now, or 5 seconds with Gregory St. James or whatever the fuck his name is from the Book of Mormon. And they're like, I'm gonna take the 5 seconds with the Book of Mormon. John Smith, is it John Smith?
No, it's Jon Snow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I've said this on the podcast, but I was really thinking about it again the other day. Having a kid who can kind of sing would piss me off. Like I never, God forbid my child is like in my back seat one day and just kind of like, like, I don't know why they would be singing that song. Like,
yeah, where did that come from?
like,
oh.
But it would piss me off, and I would destroy that kid's dreams, and I would tell them they can't sing so that they shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
because
it happened to me once.
Yeah,
my dad told me I could sing good, and I didn't shut the fuck up for weeks. And my sister still makes fun of me for it to this day.
Yeah, because like
still, I was like 6 years old, and she'll be like, "Remember when Dad told you could sing good, and like you sang for 2 weeks in the car, and he would like hype you up, and like then he was like, actually, you're not
That's
good."
what I imagine you.
That's literally me. It'd be on the way to a baseball game that I didn't want to go to, and I'd be like singing along to like the ad break in a Howard Stern episode, and like my dad would be like, "Nice." Like, oh. All right, guys. This episode of Emergency Intercom is sponsored by ZocDoc.
We're so sick.
We're
Someone
so
help us.
sick. I have like a sexy morning voice, sexy morning
Yeah, I
voice.
have permanent, like, sexy guy voice because I'm so sick.
No, Enya got me sick.
I got my boy sick and we don't know how to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
But we found a solution.
I was doing research last night and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like close to having a 102 degree fever, which at 102 is, and if you have a sore throat is when they recommend you go to the doctor. And I swear to God, I have never opened an app faster than ZocDoc because I was like, I'm a hypochondriac. That's just what I do. And I was just like, oh, I got to tap in. I got to find a doctor. And it is shockingly easy to book a doctor that is in your insurance and near you and can be all booked within 24 hours. Like, it's crazy.
And you could look at their reviews and make sure you're going to get what you need. You know, like a doctor who actually gets you, listens to you, makes you feel super comfortable, doesn't tell you you're crazy even though you sound like you have 18 tampons shoved up your nose because I literally sound crazy. I can't even sing anymore. I need to go to the doctor immediately.
Well, girls have tampons. Girls need
What does that have
tampons.
to do with me
Well, I just heard the
sick?
word tampon.
You know what's bad is I actually did start my period, like, just as I was getting a little better. So, like, my body is failing. But you know what's going to help me? ZocDoc. Because ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online.
We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance and are located near you, and they treat almost every condition under the sun.
Once you find the doc you want, you can book them immediately with just a few app taps. No more waiting awkwardly on hold with a receptionist, which is my nightmare.
Go to ZocDoc.com/intercom and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book top-rated doctors today.
That's ZocDoc.com/intercom. ZocDoc.com/intercom. I need to go immediately.
Help. I got a sexy morning voice.
My little sister, like, used to be told she could kind of sing, so she was that child and took it, and I would just, like, get on her ass. I'd be like, listen, if you're gonna be a singer, you have to actually hone in and be good, because you do not sound fucking good.
You gotta tap the
like,
fuck
you need
in.
me to my 6-year-old sister, who was like, I have a dream to be on American Idol. I was like, you are not my idol.
Everyone did have a dream to be on American Idol.
Yeah.
Like, everyone low-key was like, I want to do that. Like,
I want to be on The Voice because I want to hit that fucking button and
Yeah.
my chair swivel around. I want to do that, and, like, I want to do it for comedy, and whoever makes me laugh, just, like, smash it and, like, turn around. Even though I can give nothing to them. And I'm like, you were just funny, dude.
I want to go on American Idol or Americans Got Talent and go
Americans Got Talent.
and go up to Simon Cowell and rip his fucking skin off of his body and reveal the real person he really is underneath that skin. Or take the medallion that's hanging on his chest that's keeping him kind of young and just rip it off and watch him turn to dust in front of me, because, like, I swear, bro, he's a witch. Like, he's a Wiccan. I swear to God.
I had those fantasies. It was, one was stopping a school shooter.
Oh, classic.
In high school.
Classic.
I feel like that's like a very like male fantasy.
I
in
didn't
high
grow
school.
up in a school where that was ever a thought.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I literally didn't go to a school where I was ever like, something big is gonna happen.
We had one, or we had like 3 months where people were like talking about like blowing up the school, and
God.
it was so funny because one of the main rumors was someone like wrote, like, you know, the like anonymous hacking group, like
Yeah.
someone wrote their saying on a wall in pencil and like everyone lost their minds and was like, they're planning a bombing, they're gonna blow this
It's a
school
very,
up,
like white high school.
yeah,
vibe.
yeah, like classic, like white moms, like overprotective, and no one went to school that day. And then a few more times after that, people were like, he's gonna bring a gun to school, like he's posting about it on Snapchat, and he didn't. So
There was a kid at my school that dressed in like World War I German
nerd,
like war stuff,
literally nerd,
and everyone was like, he's gonna do it.
he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
I remember the kid we all thought was gonna do it, and I'm not gonna say his name publicly, but like, if you went to my high school, like, you know who I'm talking about. And thank God there was 2 kids, and I actually ran into one of them, and he was like he was at a restaurant and I like was like chopping it up with him, and I was like, damn, like you've like turned into like a cool person. Like I want to hang out with you outside of this. But then he like vanished into thin air after that, and I never saw him again. It's crazy.
In front of you.
Yeah, he makes YouTube videos now.
Oh. I don't know why this conversation just reminded me of this, but in high school, there was this kid. There were two brothers. I think their names were like literally Christopher and like Jesus. And Christopher was like, God bless him. We were
And
friends.
this is America. It's Jesus.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Christopher and Jesus. So
Christopher and Jesus.
Oh, you know what's crazy is I don't remember if his name was Jesus or we just started calling him this because of this story. So it was like these two white kids, like two of the like only white kids in our school, and both of them had really long hair, but like the quiet brother would always cover his face with his hair. Oh, they were
brothers?
Like, yes, and they were brothers. And he would always cover his face like with hair. And we like, I think they were like, what's the twins that aren't identical? Fraternal. They were like fraternal as fuck. But we didn't know that. We just knew they were brothers and they were the same age, whatever. Bitch, the one brother who showed his face was mad fucking annoying. Like, God bless him. But like, all of us were like, you're funny, but you're fucking annoying. And you're like, this is literally mean. But we were just like, you're not that cute to be annoying. Like, you're just fucking annoying. And like,
and I know
whatever.
your school was so judgmental about looks. Like, because ours were.
Yeah, like it's high school. It's like literally if you're going to be loud, you have to be cute. Like you have to like, you have to be cute. And he was like a funny kid. So he was like, we all knew him also because like the only two white brothers with long ass hair. We were like, you might as well be Justin Bieber. Like, that's crazy. Like, actually there was one other white kid in my like elementary school who had like long hair and everybody called him Justin Bieber because like that was the thing. Like literally I got called Miley Cyrus and this kid got called Justin Bieber because those are the two like most famous white people to us like when we were growing up. But whatever. In high school, like I don't remember how this happened, but like the quiet brother, I was like talking to him and I was like, are you ever gonna like get your hair out of your face? Because like literally none of us knew what he looked like because he always had his hair in his face. I'm not kidding. One day all of us got around and convinced him to move his hair and he was the most gorgeous person ever. And all us like the brother must have like actually wanted to kill himself. And I think about this because all of us were like, bruh, you should be the one covering your fucking face. And we all like turned in and we were like, dude, you cover your face. You show your face. Switch spots. No more of this. Like we were all like, and we were like, you're literally Jesus. You're so gorgeous. And like we were literally like, we were just like praising the fuck out of him because it was like the big reveal that he was like under like his hair and being the most quiet person ever was like genuinely gorgeous.
Damn.
And
it's like that
we started calling him Jesus.
It's literally that trope of like hot or like nerdy girl with glasses pulls her hair down and takes her glasses off and walks down the stairs and
we're like, oh my god. But yeah, so we started calling him Jesus because that's the third most famous white person we knew.
That's everyone calls me Jesus, ironically enough. Dude, that's so
Ironically
weird.
enough. You know what they call me? Skank. That's what they called me.
They call you butthole and tuna box.
No, no one called me anything. I was really annoying in high school though. As far as I know.
Did we talk about this fact is gonna blow y'all's fucking minds. I'm not even kidding. Like it literally rocked my fucking world.
You had to take a sip of air before you went in. I had to
gulp real quick. No, it's the fact is that your tuna box fucking reeks, bitch. No, it's
we knew that.
There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Tenfold, which is fucking crazy. Yes, there's 100 trillion. Wait, is it? I have the note. 100 billion trees on Earth, which I'm like, girl, if we have that many trees, keep cutting them down. Like, what the fuck? Like, we got too many trees.
Is it like, are people like on the sustainability train, like anti-real trees for Christmas? Because I fucking hate plastic trees. I fucking hate plastic Christmas trees. They piss me off.
I bet it's better to use a fake tree than
100%. But I'm sorry. Like, tradition is tradition. My family has always used real trees. I'm never getting a plastic tree.
Yeah. But there's 100 billion stars in the Milky Way, and there's an estimate of 3.04 trillion trees on Earth.
Wow.
Which I'm like, gag. Like, okay, I'm going to get in the tree business and cut all them bitches down like the Lorax. Like, that shit sounds like it's
No,
a
that's
lucrative
like-
business.
Shout out to the guy who's counting all the trees.
Yeah, shout out to them people.
Is that like an estimate? That has to be an estimate. Nobody fucking
Probably
knows.
just,
Yeah,
like,
it's an
satellite
estimate.
imagery vibes.
Yeah.
AI can count them.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm like super proud of the tree this year. We'll insert a picture. Granted, it doesn't have the ornaments yet.
Like he's
No, it's Gagiana Grande. Like it looks great. Like let me fucking live. It looks great.
That yesterday was
tinsel-
like, damn, do you want us to get up and take a picture with it?
and I was like, yeah, actually, yeah.
But she literally
You know,
went to stand up because she thought you were serious. She was
Yeah.
like, are you gonna do it now?
I was like, yeah, no, you're right. Like we do need a picture next to it. But I'm obsessed with the tree. I've never like made a tree this pretty before, and it looks this good without fucking ornaments. But we're gonna have to take it down
Why?
because Azul.
What did Azul do?
He's trying to eat all the plastic.
Oh, that's why I
tinsel.
put it on the stool because he was eating all the fucking tinsel yesterday.
And it's pissing me off. Oh my god, he's pissing me
You could
off.
just get rid of it on the bottom a little bit. But yeah, he like saw literally like a moth to a flame. Like he saw something shiny and went and started like, I just heard like that sound. I was like, what the
May I
fuck
do
is
that
that?
again?
And I was like, what is that sound? And I look over and he was like doing the thing cats do when they're eating something that they literally can't eat. And they're like trying to get it under their teeth. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And like he was like, I saw his head like jerking and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And he had like a bunch of it in his mouth. And I was like,
that's not
ripped it
good.
out of his mouth. And then he kept coming into the room and like looking at me and like looking at Nat and like Carl and being like,
I'm not gonna
and
do
like
it.
just like literally like kind of standing around the tree and like looking at it and then looking back at us. Like he was so sentient in that moment because he was like, I know she's
knew
gonna
he was
take it
doing
away from me.
bad.
Yeah. And then we lifted it and he came back in and he like looked up and he like kind of perched on the little stool and then he like backed up because he was like, okay, they're like obviously they're moving it away from me. So I need to like I need to find the moments when no one is in here so I can do this.
Literally bad. He literally bad.
Remember when I first got him, that was like our first year that we got a tree and he would hide behind the tree all the time.
And we were terrified that trees were like poisonous to
Yeah.
him.
I thought everything was poisonous to Azul. Now I'm like, bro, if you were on the street, you'd be eating
Quarter
leftover
Bronson.
ketamine from somebody who like dropped it and was like drunk on the street. Like you can live. You will live.
You're gonna live. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is the charged lemonade from Panera Bread. Have you been hearing about? It's literally like the most deadly drink of all time. It's like
Did they not take it off the menu after that
No,
girl?
another old man died.
Really?
Yes, like recently in the
Damn,
past
they
2
are
days.
standing their fucking ground with that shit.
I know. I'm like, get that shit
Wait.
off the shelf.
Why are they dying? It's just too much
It's-
flavor.
It's like
Too much
400 and
caffeine.
something, like 480 milligrams of caffeine in
And
one
it's
drink.
just like chilling out, so people will chug it and then be like, "Oh, that was good. I'm gonna get another," and not realize that they're having 18 cups of coffee in one sitting while
Oh,
they're eating
shit.
with their meal, and they just OD on caffeine.
When I first moved to LA, like I started to get really bad heart palpitations. I was like, what is happening? And then I realized that I remember when I used to drink the yerba mate.
Yerba mates, Red Bull, and coffee all in the
Yeah,
same
I
fucking
used to
day.
literally like wake up, have a coffee, have a yerba mate, get another coffee, have a Red Bull, have another yerba mate, and then before I went to sleep, I was like, I'm gonna have a little coffee. Like it's like nice out,
It was fucked up.
and it was awesome.
Is that what that is? Where like your heart will like move into your throat for a second, almost. I
Yeah.
don't know how to
Like it
describe
almost,
this.
it
It's
literally
like-
almost
you're
feels
like-
like you're having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It
like your
flutters.
chest is like
That
like
is the worst
squeezing.
feeling.
It's so scary, but they're literally like fairly normal. Like
that and the prostate, shooting prostate.
oh my
pain.
god, oh my god, it's
My
literally
favorite
the worst
story
feeling
is
ever.
me like and a bunch of friends in New York were sitting on the curb and one of our homies was like eating a burger and it happened to him and like he let out a yelp that I still remember so vividly because he was eating and he goes like he
It's-
let out,
it's really like that,
literally like a
y'all.
moan scream and we all were like whoa what
It's
the fuck was that and
really
he got
like
so
that.
embarrassed and he like was choking on his burger so he like
that
what
can't be normal.
It apparently just happens to everybody because it's like
it happens to me all the time
like it's like
Oh.
that.
It
Like
happens
you're-
to me
Yeah,
all
I
the
just
time.
realized recently that women go through that too, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like, you guys have to go through that pain
And
too,
periods.
and dude, and fucking birth.
Yeah, and like misogyny.
and boobs.
I didn't even think about misogyny and boobs.
Yeah, like boobs that are too big, so they like hurt
Your back, yeah.
Literally, I think.
My
I'm
back.
gonna burst into tears.
Yeah,
Y'all aren't even near tears. You're just like kind of sitting.
And just like give me a second to like
work them up.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
I have to think about it a little
just
more.
let me think about huge boobs for a second. Like
It'll make me start
I'm
crying.
getting sad just thinking about
Getting
that.
a boner.
How?
I'm a boner.
Well, I said this at the live show, but I literally can't stop thinking about cavemen breaking their backs. Like, it's
Yeah.
really been like haunting me. Like, I just don't understand. Like, there's so many things about like yield.
What the hell?
What made you think that we were about to kiss?
What? No, it totally seemed like that. Totally seemed like you're.
Yeah,
No.
she
Seemed
was
like you
trying
wanted
to
to kiss.
kiss.
I was
him.
starting to talk, and like he was ignoring me talking.
Your body language just like he just seemed like you wanted to kiss.
Dude, just like don't do that.
Just don't be around you.
Yeah.
Me?
Ow. She hit me.
What? That was
She
really.
hit me. Help me.
But yeah, cavemen like breaking their backs and like just breaking limbs and not being able to do absolutely anything about it really is freaking me out, because I was really thinking about it, and at the live show I was like, what did they do? Did they just leave him there? And they definitely just like took him back to the village. Like, okay.
And he just
so-
laid on his back like
And until he died. like
They would
his
just
bones
like
had
blow
to.
smoke on him. He'd be like, "Stop! Take me to the hospital."
take me to the witch
Like-
doctor.
So the way this thought process started is I saw this video of a bear falling out of a tree and like falling on his back. And I was like, okay, that bear definitely died. And then I was thinking, I don't know why my brain immediately went to cavemen who would fall out of trees. But I was like, oh my God, like imagine y'all are all hunting. Your homie falls out of a tree, breaks his fucking back. Like you don't know what breaking your back is. Other than sexually, because you know they were fucking, and like they would fucking be like, "Oh, why does my back hurt?"
It
the next
takes a
day.
village.
It takes a village to blow your back out. You just have a really strong
Dude,
back.
this entire time since the live show, I thought you only meant it in a sexual way.
No,
I thought you were only talking about cavemen
No, bro,
breaking
like
each other's
some-
back.
No.
My brain is so poisoned
You're
at this point.
rotted, bro.
I'm serious.
Wait,
Like,
did you actually
it
think
wasn't
that?
until right now that I was like, "Oh, she literally means breaking your back."
No,
You're
I meant, yeah, I
rotted.
meant literally like this motherfucker falls out of the tree, breaks his back, and people are like, get up, like get up. Like, how did they even talk? They were like, ooga booga, like booga booga, like I literally don't know. Like,
That's like them saying get up, but like in a
I
loving
like
way.
you can't get up, and you just take him back to the village and you let him die, because it's like, damn, my homie's really dead for falling out of that tree. I didn't even know, because you know hella people fell out of trees and they like got up and they were like, oh, like kind of just embarrassed and kept it pushing.
Yeah.
But like there had to have been the first one to fall out of the tree and not get up and play it cool.
Like
And just like
paralyzed.
on
Dude,
the floor.
What's crazy is it wasn't until like 100 years ago that like if you broke your leg, you weren't just completely fucked.
I know,
Yeah,
literally. It
literally.
wasn't until like literally like 60 years ago that like if you got like a bacterial infection, like
They could save you.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if you got like the cold at the wrong time, like you would just die because we didn't understand germ theory. Like that's crazy.
Like 100 years ago, if you broke your ankle, the doctor would just come in with a leech. He'd
yeah,
be like, "Dude, I honestly don't know."
just
what the
bro,
fucking
what those cavemen should have been doing is just taking some elderberry, bro. Like that shit's
Yeah,
lit.
some zinc and elderberry, and they
Yeah.
would have been chill.
Some
Like,
ashwagandha.
I'm anti holistic medicine now. Not anti it, but I'm pro letting my body do what it's supposed to fucking do and let it figure its shit out.
I'm low key pro big pharma because I was doing all the holistic shit for a week and I'm still fucking sick.
You're
And I'm like,
even more sick.
yeah, I'm like even more sick. I've been killing my like immune system because I OD'd on fucking vitamin C, and my body's like, we don't need all this. Like, we need to purge it.
I was reading this like research paper that was saying like if you have a sore throat, like if you kiss the boy sitting next to you like passionately and like make his dream come true, it'll fix you.
That's like so
interesting.
blanket statement.
It's interesting.
I can show you the research paper.
I'm gonna
Yeah, do it.
no.
Wait, are you guys about to kiss right
I think
now?
we're gonna kiss soon. It's feeling like we're gonna kiss soon.
Wait, is it
Drew
gonna
really
happen, like,
wants
right
it.
now?
No, I'm
While
sick.
I'm here and can watch?
I'm sick. I'm sick, and I have my clothes on. I have a rule that I can only kiss Drew with my clothes off.
Okay.
Period.
But yeah, I can't stop thinking about like what?
Toxoplasmogandhi.
Okay, no. I can't stop thinking about like cavemen with broken bones just like dying because like they didn't know what to do.
Toxoplasmogandhi makes you love cats. It's a
Okay,
little
yeah.
parasite in their fucking bodies that they shit out, and it gets into the air, and when you're petting them and shit, and it gets into your body and takes over your mind, and it makes you love cats. And that's a theory why we think
It's a
everyone loves
theory.
cats.
Has it ever been proven?
Yeah.
I think it. Yeah, that one's proven. Also, the one that it's like, if you live with a cat, like 40% of people that are reckless drivers have a cat because there's. I'm serious. It's like some bacteria in the
I'm
shit
laughing. Yeah.
that like makes you like a reckless driver,
Yeah.
or like more you take risks more.
Yeah, it's the risks.
Oh. Well, I've been driving this way since I was in Miami. I've been driving since I was 14.
But you had that kitty
And I
kitty
didn't
purr
have a license
purr.
until I was
You had that
18.
kitty kitty purr purr with all the bacteria in it, making you a reckless driver.
My tuna box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it used to be kitty purr purr, but recently it's deformed into tuna box.
Kitty. We didn't talk about Josiah going on American Idol and flopping down, but we'll like have to bring him on.
We have to bring him on here and talk about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I also had a dream that I was super swollen. Like my face was super swollen. What?
That's
we
real.
didn't really like think about the 100 billion stars in the Milky Way. But there's 3.04 trillion trees on this planet. That doesn't register with my brain. And they say climate change is a thing.
Yeah, there's 422 trees per person.
See, if we all mined all 400 of those, we could all make like $25, and then we could solve a lot of issues. If we
That
had
Black
no
Friday is gonna be lit.
Yeah, literally. Okay, let's tap into Drew's brain floss.
Oh my god.
Oh, new segment.
Yeah, new segment.
Wow.
New segment alert. All right, I'm gonna talk about DB Cooper today. Okay, you're gonna like this one. So in the
There is
1970s,
a smell.
It's like a cheesy smell.
Yeah, like there's a stinky smell. Do you
Ew.
smell that?
Yeah.
Like I just like went and like blew my nose, so now I smell.
it's just
And
your
there's a
snot that
funky
we're
Isn't
ass
it like
smell.
those artisanal cheeses that you bought?
Yeah, it's the
We got
cheese.
rid of it,
It's
though.
not my crotch. It's the cheeses. For sure.
We did get Wingstop again, and it might be the rotting Wingstop ranch in the garbage can.
Oh, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah. Or no, there's also Chipotle sour cream in the refrigerator. And if you know anything about Chipotle, it's that sour cream fucking stinky boots down Gaga. The house is burning. Like it's the worst
Yeah. What
the fuck
smell
does that
ever. Everyone who knows knows, and who if you don't know, you don't deserve to know. Period. Okay, but
Drew's brain floss.
that's like part of the new intro, and we'll do
Effects.
yeah, we'll do like the Drew Sapp corner cut. We'll do something with that,
Sure.
and it's just like historic events.
Drew's brain floss.
I really
Something
don't
like
like that.
that.
No, like you're gonna have to figure
And
it
we'll
out.
add like a little title card and shit.
Drew's brain floss.
Do you want to like put a vocoder? What's
Yeah,
it called on
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah,
and like
yeah.
okay.
We'll add like auto tune and shit, but make it like historic with like it's like coming through like a telephone.
Okay.
But
I'll make
Coming
it
through a tin can with floss.
so this guy DB Cooper bought a one-way plane ticket to Portland.
Paradise.
And
To white people paradise,
um,
Portland.
literally. And no one was like suspecting a thing. There was like nothing going on. He wasn't being suspicious. He just sat in the back of the airplane and smoked a cigarette. Bring that back, by the way.
I know, literally.
Like, bring that back. And the flight attendants weren't even like suspicious. Like they were serving him. It was a vibe. It was a key. Well, eventually, like part way through the flight, he handed a flight attendant a note, and the note said, "I have a bomb. Sit next to me, and we got to talk about some shit." And so she did.
That's
and-
ultimate Riz.
Yeah, literally threatening someone with a fucking bomb. And so he like proceeded to open a suitcase or a briefcase that had like what looked like 6 pieces of dynamite in it. So she was like, "Oh, gag, like I literally have to fucking sit down next to him or he's going to blow this shit up." And he told her to tell Radio Command to land in Portland and then bring him $200,000 and a parachute for exchange of all of the passengers on board. So he was like,
Why the parachute?
you'll see, it's fucking crazy. So it was like one of the first times they like negotiated with a terrorist, and they were like, okay, like we just are gonna have to do this because like he literally has a bomb and he'll kill everybody on board and he doesn't give a fuck. Like he has nothing to lose. They didn't know who he was at the point. So they obeyed. They brought him the $200,000 in cash and a parachute.
This is a Mr. Beast video.
Yeah, literally. And they like let him go. They literally let him fucking hijack the airplane and go. And then halfway through his flight, I think he was flying to like, I forget where he was flying. He was flying somewhere else.
To the Bahamas.
Yeah, some crazy shit like that. But then partway through the flight, he literally just jumped out of the back of this Boeing with the cash and a parachute and was literally never seen again. Like he just disappeared.
Where did the plane go?
I don't know that part of the story. I'm thinking there might be people that were like flying the plane and he was just like on board with them and had them at his like becking order, but he also could have been flying the fucking plane and the plane crashed, which I think the plane actually might have crashed. But anyways, he jumped out of the back of this fucking plane with a parachute, and then a few years later, there was like a news, like a long time later, like a decade later, a news story came out where this person like was just playing on the beach with their kids, and this kid was just like digging a sandcastle and then found like a stack of cash, and then found another stack of cash, and then found 3 stacks of cash like in this hole in the ground. And everyone was like, oh my God, this is where DB Cooper jumped out, because they had like a 20-mile radius of where he landed. Yeah. But this was like 20 miles away from where he landed. So everyone's like, oh, either, because not all the cash stayed with him. Like they were like, oh, either like these 3 stacks of cash floated down the river and somehow all magically ended up in this hole, or these people stumbled upon DB Cooper's like some of the cash he left behind, and like there's still remnants of him like in society. But I was like, damn, that would make a good ass movie, or like a good ass episode in a show or some shit.
Especially
like,
because the kid who found all of it was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And that's how he could afford acting school.
Really?
Yeah, it was
really
really
that's where that story went.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Einstein.
Yeah.
He gave some of the money to Einstein.
Seriously?
Einstein was standing outside of Burger King and wanted money.
Yeah.
And Leonardo DiCaprio gave him $2. And that's how we have.
I'm gonna have to check the
then
source on that.
Einstein gave Oppenheimer a chance. And that's DB Cooper essentially like created the nuke in a way.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should know these kind of things. It's like you're
did you
old.
know that Oppenheimer was in the Vlog Squad, and that's how he got big?
Hey, dude, have you seen Oppenheimer on live, like begging for tips?
Yeah, it's
he fell off, I guess.
Weird. He fell the fuck off. But yeah,
I don't
that's
know if
Drew's
I believe
Brain
that
Frost.
story.
No, it's all real. It all happened.
DB Cooper?
DB Cooper, yeah. DB Cooper. Gag. He was unidentified. They still haven't found him. But they found his parachute and some money. And I gotta find out what happened to the plane. Oh wait, the plane was still active and it flew a few times after that, several times actually, and eventually was last flown with Key Airlines when she retired, and then she was retired and scrapped the airplane. So it survived. So I guess they had like people flying a plane or some shit, and they were like at its becking order, or like they're gonna die.
That wouldn't happen if he was on my plane. And I was the flight attendant, I would have just gave him the craziest head ever, and he would have been like, actually, this is better than money.
Go. You know, if I was anybody on that fucking flight, I would not have let that shit slide.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have like
I'm the
beat
kind
him
of
up.
person that I see something unfolding, and I'm like, not today.
Mm-mm.
Something is wrong with me, because I will never forget being on a flight with Johnny Knoxville, and my biggest fear was the plane going down and nobody giving a fuck that I died because Johnny Knoxville was on the flight. Like, that was like that's all I could think about the whole flight. So I was like, this plane better not fucking go down, because I'm going to trend on TikTok For You page for 20 minutes, but Johnny Knoxville will outshine me.
No, that's really like the deepest, darkest parts of my ego was when I was like 16, 17, 18, like flying across the country and like borderline hoping that my plane would crash and everybody on board would die, but I would be the lone survivor. Like, oh my God. Like,
and you would like barely be hurt.
Yeah, literally. I would like my plane seat would like detach and it would act as like a parachute, and I would just kind of like float down and maybe break a leg or two because I like having broken bones. Like
I always
did.
wanted that, like in those fantasies, but I would have like a little cute cut, like under my eye,
cunty cut.
and I would be in school.
Ooh,
and
no,
I would
imagine
have like a
getting-
sleigh scar.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
imagine getting a sleigh scar from like up here on your forehead
Yeah.
all the way down your cheek. Like
Harry Potter be like,
yeah.
And you're in math, and all the girls were like, "Oh my god, like literally
survived
what
the plane
happened?"
crash.
And I was like, "I really
bro,
don't
I
want to
wouldn't
talk
go back
about
to
it."
school if I survived a
You'd be
plane crash.
mysterious.
I would literally have the biggest ego ever. I'd be like, you think I need to go to fucking school? I
just
literally
signed
survived a
book
plane crash.
deal. I just signed a book deal for $300,000.
What's a book
Yeah,
deer?
wait, what is that? What's
It's
the
like
big deal?
when I get done banging your mama from the back, like it's like, oh, like sign the book, dear, because it's like a memo
Oh,
pad
you have
of everyone I
the
banged.
memo
That's
pad
good.
outside your room.
That's
That was
good.
a good save.
That's
Wow.
good.
Drew Psyop Corner.
The world hasn't been right since that Popeye's chicken sandwich came out.
Shut up.
I might have done these.
Yeah, I think you did that one.
We should replace mental illness with swag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Y'all be like, I'm so bored staying at home all the time. Bro, go 10 feet outside of your home and dig up some worms and make them a little house out of sticks and mud and make them get married. If you cheat on me, you're only hurting your grandma because me and my homies jumping her.
Shut up. Yeah, I think you did these.
When I do Drew Sab Corner, it's mainly for laughs, but watch out, you might learn a thing or two.
You did that last week. You're having like a break.
I do like this bit of just saying all of them again.
I'm gonna have to because no one's emailing me any new ones.
We've gotten emails. We've gotten emails.
Really?
I swear.
What? I don't check that email ever. You gotta forward those to me.
Okay.
Why don't you look at the
Period.
meme page?
That's literally goated meme of all time. Just insert that. Like insert that one.
There's someone help me. I think my leg is broken out. My son that I hate. What does that even mean?
Oh, that one is that's one of my favorite.
Yeah, good dude. We'll do Sugar Storm, Trent Reznor, At Last I Am Free, 2008, Chic, Pack Your Romantic Mind, Stereo Lab, Veranda, Maison, Book Girl, Enya hates that song.
What song is that? Oh yeah.
I love that song. Walk On By, Otis the Third. Walk On By. And that's it. That's all you get. I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen still. Gucci. Oh, bitch. One, we watched, admittedly, only part of the Beyonce documentary. Because we had to leave very early because there were some things going on in some people's lives that we had to attend to, and we didn't want to leave them, and they were in my car. But from what I saw, it was Gucci down to the socks. Like, it was so good. It literally felt like I was there again, like the same emotions.
I know. It made me want to go back to her concert so bad, and I was like, oh my god, if she doesn't tour again, I think I'm gonna explode.
We have like 5 years before another tour at least.
Don't say that.
Yeah, literally at least. And by then, like, I don't know if she'll be touring like that.
I don't know if I'll be alive.
Yeah, period. We're gonna hijack some airplanes or cause a gas leak in our house and settle on some insurance money.
The fuck?
That's not gonna happen. And then we also watched what's that documentary? Love is something. Love as one.
Love is blind.
We watched Love Has
One.
Won.
Is so good.
And it was
So
so
good.
good. It just like follows like this weird fucking cult that it's really good because you really get to see the minds of the people that are like involved in a cult, and you kind of start to understand how and why people like get involved in cults, and it's just really fascinating.
It's
and
also
honestly
cool because it's like one of the
humanizing.
first like cult things that you see where the people who were a part of the cult are one still alive and two actually like telling the story.
Yeah. But yeah, watch Love Has Won, and then I'll let you do your medium.
And then mine is Obscured by the Smashing Pumpkins, Surrender by Suicide, I Love You, Golden Blue, Sonic Youth, Still Bumping Oral, both
Oral?
physically and the one by Bjork and Rosalia. Rosalia. I always say I used to say Rosalia like she was like an old lady. Rosalia. By Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie. And then there's these two Sigur Rós songs, but they literally, I can't say them, but it's like Saeglopur. And then the other one is Svefn. No one's gonna even look
Making
this
that
up. Like
shit
I'm not. Yeah, y'all don't give a fuck. Like you fucking hate me. And then yeah, we have the same media, so that's it for me.
I will say y'all don't have these, and you're not special enough to have these, but they do drop on the 7th.
The Happy 99 Reebok.
Yeah,
I have
so
a pair.
If
so
you want to be cool like me and Enya, go cop those.
I have a pair, so I'm cool. Like
Yeah.
automatically.
They are actually so fucking cool. Period. Dot.
All right, and that's our media of the week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sick. Somebody send me love. Love will cure all.
Level 3 love.
All right, bye.